Vartalab. Special episode with just Naveen and me. Why is this happening?
Because we need to catch up sometimes.
That's very
devoid
true.
of people,
We've had busy lives.
Yeah, and appeasement is not in our books in general. I mean, like there's an entire episode that we did while we were waiting for Saloni.
Yeah, I remember, and then we never aired that either.
So we should add that.
It's damn fun. At the end of that episode also, like it's 30 minutes or so, and then we're like, we'll be back in the second half with more stories, and then more stories was Saloni.
And then obviously we had to start again.
Yeah.
But I have to give a funny story that happened in the break, just for context. Like that was a very weird day because like their flight was delayed. And
because of rain.
And we had just like both come back from tours or like shoots and all. So we were like, while we're sitting, let's do it. And because we were having so much fun, we're like, let's go into second half without them, even though they'd arrived, which was a big thing to be. But like,
but also I felt like, hey man, like I get that you're late. You could have told us when you were checking in that the flight was delayed. You know what I mean? You didn't have to wait.
But then it's okay. Bombay ko aana hi tha, and then we finally did the episode. But in the break, Amit was like, you have to do the episode with them, and we were like, we already did half an hour of it, and then Amit yelled at me.
Yeah, dude.
Amit Doshi, founder of IVM, my former boss, my current associate and also an employer because I work on Cyrus's. But like when he yelled at me, it felt I almost smiled. Aakash looked at my face and he was like, it felt like home after so long, after having left IVM as an employee. Good memories.
Yeah, but then we decided we'll do this anyway because there are things
we're
to
good
talk
people, and essentially we can find stories with anyone.
Yeah.
If you've seen our guest list from the past 3-4 seasons,
from drunk driving to rat stealing momos.
Yeah,
like it's a pretty big chasm.
Chasm. I love that word. Oh fuck.
Yeah, no, it's a good word.
People say chasm. I say chasm.
I also say chasm.
It's easy.
I found my school dictionary.
Wow.
That I had since I was maybe in 4th standard. And I found it just randomly lying somewhere. I don't know why it was there. And it was just as I was leaving for Surat. So Shubha and I were going together. I just grabbed it. I was like, I want to take. And then I immediately found the page that had sex, sexual and all of that. Yeah. And fucking 5th standard Aakash had marked that page. And then I was just reading words and I was having so much fun. Dude.
Ovaries.
And then I wrote chasm, so I've been using it again.
What part of sexuality was chasm involved in?
No, I just started reading the dictionary from page 1.
That was also something you bookmarked and you went like, my ass is a chasm of...
No, I literally went page by page in the dictionary. I was like, this sounds fun. So I've gotten till C now.
Wow. But wasn't it nice, that whole analog model of dictionary was so cool.
Yeah.
Because then I think I remember, I don't know if I've told the story, but my elder sister and me, we ganged up on my second sister, correcting her that tuition is spelled the way we spell it. Like we spell it Tuition because we saw all the boards and like Asha tuitions or like Lata. I don't know why I went to Asha and Lata only. But my second sister, who was a little more smarter, had referred to the dictionary and being like, it's Tuitions. And my sister and I just like roasted her for no reason. Like, you're dumbass or whatever. You're a British, colonial or what. And then she showed us the dictionary and we're like, oh wow. It was nice.
Yeah, the Oxford dictionary.
Yeah.
Pretty colonial of you.
We had the Oxford, we had some random ass dictionaries also.
Yeah.
We have the Bible, different versions also in our house.
Yeah, makes sense. King
James version, then there's like the other versions.
I really like the idea of a dictionary because when you're, or even looking up something in a book, because when you're looking up the thing that you're looking up, you also happen to look up other shit because you just happen to be there.
Yeah, in the vicinity.
Yeah. Aaya hai to milke jaun.
While I'm on C'est La Vie, might as well just like walk around and see what siesta means.
And then you get chasm all of a sudden. So I think that's nice. When you Google something, you get just that.
Yeah.
Or you get some other random propaganda shit that you didn't even ask for.
But I was obsessed with etymology for a while. Like even on Google, like when the information bar would come, like how a certain word came to be.
Yeah.
Like gherao, for example. Like I'd only read it in books like, oh, gherao means like to surround. And then I'm like, but isn't it like what we say?
Yeah.
And then it happened to be that gherna came from that only. Yeah. And then that's how gherao happened.
Gherao is an English word as well?
Yeah. Because they took it from Indian...
It's an English word?
Yeah, gherao is an official English word.
Whoa!
And then surrounding, so they
like
gherao the
jungle.
person. Yeah, jungle is an Indian word.
Yeah.
So like so many of these like etymologies are like very interesting. I like that. What came from Latin, what came from German, what came from where.
I too came from Surat today.
Yeah, I came from 3 roads away.
Not even Surat, I came from Vadodara. There's this one train called the Tejas which I hate.
I know, I've been
You've taken the Tejas. Everyone's taken Tejas at some point to get to Bombay. It's a nice train in the sense that because it reaches Bombay by 1 o'clock, it gets empty, like it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
But the problem is this. it leaves Vadodara. Like if Ahmedabad, it leaves I think 6:30 in the morning, which is fair. Okay, 6:30 is a round time. Okay, like 6:30 p.m. I understand that conceptually. 6:30 p.m. I have to reach at 6:15. I have to find my shit. I have to sit down. Vadodara, it leaves at 7:59 a.m. Sorry, not p.m. a.m. 7:59. I have missed this train because in my head 7:59 was 8. Because the railway takes itself very seriously. So 7:59, matlab 7:59 ही हिलता है वो.
Correct, yeah.
And I reached at 7:59 thinking I still had the minute and I would run.
Yeah.
Fucking went, dude. So sad. Today also we almost missed the train.
Oh shit. Then?
Yeah. Then we didn't. Then
Nice.
Kunal Rao joined us in the train. It was quite fun.
How?
Because he was coming from Surat. He had a show in Surat.
Nice.
By the way, if you're a person that watches live comedy, I think this is one of the greatest times to be a watcher of live comedy if you have the money for it, because everybody is on tour everywhere all the time. It's like early 2020 peak comedy vibes. Sab log live kar rahe hain.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And each city I go to, there's somebody else live on the same night. And everybody seems to be selling tickets, so it feels nice. It feels nice.
Yeah, but now we have to compete with movie tickets, man. They're
We do.
75 rupees.
Yeah, we do.
How
Not
do we-
now. Only one ticket. One day it was 75. But quite the revealing thing, huh?
Yeah, everybody went.
पंचोत्तर किया और सब लोग चले गए.
Exactly.
I thought it was the movies were bad, but it turns out it's all the inflation.
Yeah, because that's like extra standard of living choice now. Like for a long time in the pandemic and post also, I just did not go for movies because I couldn't
Yeah.
afford it for a while because we were like writing and doing comedy and then nothing was happening.
Yeah.
So it just was a conscious decision to we cut down even like the subscriptions we had, like fucking Hulu went and like Eros now. Like we were like subscribed to Epic and all, like which is like not even 99 rupees.
Watch?
Epic had some good shit, yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of food shows and all.
Nothing epic, huh?
Nothing. There was some epic stuff also, but like I think they ran out of it also. Money and epicness. So then we were subscribed to that. So all of those shit had to go. Sony Live and all of that. Just like name dropping whatever brands. But then now it's good again.
Yeah.
So like that whole period of not having things,
Yeah.
you acclimatize to yourself, like
Yeah.
whatever, like back to the ships as they say. my mates.
Too quickly, I feel. Nobody's acknowledging only all the crazy shit that happened over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
What can you do?
And but like now when I went back to the movies, like it's fairly nice. Like when you can afford to,
Yeah.
it's a nice experience. You
It's
buy a
nice.
popcorn or like you just
That
like,
is the hard part, I feel. I'm happy until the ticket. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even when I go with Shubha, I try to encourage her to eat before.
correct.
You know what I mean? Let's go to a real place that has real food and eat and probably cost the same. But it's real food, like that is the real. Like it's not just like popcorn that you don't know whether it's now ka or day old or.
Yeah.
And the sandwich ka andar ka tomato has done suicide thrice and
Yeah.
it's fucking
It's
terrible.
become ketchup on its own.
Yeah.
But you know my partner, right?
Yeah.
You know my partner, I know my partner. So Abhi, for all the love and care that he offers, is also one of the people who loves this like idea of eating in
the
a
theatre.
and just like I'll be watching a very serious movie and there's like
Yeah.
this crunch
Yeah.
happening next to me, and then he passes out also. It's cute. He's got his own vibe going for the theatre. I'm going for my own experience.
Yeah.
I'm for a movie, whatever. So so I do this thing where I'm just like I'm booking the movie tickets.
Yeah.
Like my Darya Dili goes till the movie tickets
Yeah.
because then you come for the food.
Yeah.
And knowing him, he'll order more than what he wants to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's his headache to pay for whatever extra he, So yeah, those are little things that we have to do in winning relationships.
Yeah. How have you been? It's been a while. Last time I came to house, you slept only.
Yeah.
He slept and then he woke up for a haircut and then I left because he had a haircut.
Yeah, it was very awkward. Yeah,
It was
you
awkward.
just chill with Abhi
It was
only.
just home scenes.
Yeah, I told you like I'm crashing because like I just done like
Yeah.
back-to-back shoots and all,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to like pass out for a bit because also my mom was not well.
Yeah.
So how have you been? Ka question I have not been able to answer only until now because I was on a 15-day sked shooting
Yeah.
across 2 different cities with 2 very different atmospheres. Like one was Imphal,
Yeah.
which is just like serene and like thin, beautiful air.
Hmm.
It's like, oh man, like everything was good over there. The greenery and the greens
Hmm.
in all aspects. Pork was there and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But like through that process, I ate so much pork and beef because
Hmm.
okay to eat beef in Imphal
Yeah.
so far. despite being a BJP state, which is also, you know.
But in Imphal, as in I think several other states where there is beef is legal and there is BJP, the Imphal BJP government has been like, nahi, hum log kuch nahi hone wala, beef aise kaise beef
jayega. That's what I'm saying. When in Rome, right?
Yeah.
When in anyways. So then I was going to say something very nasty, but I'm not going to say.
When in Rome, do Caesar.
Yeah. Salad. Toss him. Anyways. So then like my stomach after 4 days of eating all the great food was just like, hey, you know, I'm a break now.
Abhi chawal do.
Abhi kuch acha, matlab anything wholesome, but like naga curry, right? Like which is spicy and like. So then I just went with that constipation scenes, you know, surviving that to Delhi. And then having to sacrifice good food in Delhi also to an extent.
How? Why?
Because like it was just bad because like I had to recover from it, right? Like
Right.
it took like at least 5 days for just my stomach bowels to be normal.
Yeah.
Like I was so bad at the set where I'm like, not set, but like the shoot location where I'm like, hey, get the car for me. I think I have to shit. And then drive me to the hotel 10 minutes away so I can just like peacefully shit, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe not soil
Do you
myself
ever
on
time a smoke according to whether or not you think you'll have to shit after?
With smokes, it's never happened for me, but with coffee, it immediately happens.
Yeah,
It's just like coffee, like half the mug has gone, my stomach's like, hey, get ready to like have the last sip as you fucking run to the toilet, right? And these are things that happen to you while you're like on this side of your whatever 20s. Now I'm 30. I can't even say it.
Sorry.
You're still in your late 20s. Almost there. Yeah.
10 months to go.
Yeah, just like then you wait for it, Maharaj. you know. So that happened, and then like finally Chetna, who's our friend from Delhi, she like actually called me over for home cooked food.
Lovely.
And it was just like dal rice and papad and achar, and I was like, thank God for friends in all these cities that we have found like family, right?
Yeah.
Because how much of that rolling lunch and just like यहाँ का पराठा लेके आओ, यहाँ का वो लेके आओ, यहाँ का
कचरा ही हो जाता है.
हाँ, and you're basically just doing that only. Like everybody who was on the set at some point fell sick or something, and Delhi is one of those cities that just like brings sickness with the air itself. And just like, you just like look at a producer and you understand why he came here. Just to escape.
He was balding there. Now his hair is coming back.
Yeah. Lushness.
Yeah.
So all of that, and then when I came back, I couldn't even probably register that I have to go to a doctor. Probably I have IBS at this point.
Oh.
I don't know. And then my mom had like the surgery the very next day, which is the gallbladder removal thing.
Yeah.
So
important though. Did you keep the stones?
We have 14 stones. Very
14 stones.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, but it not gotten so bad. But then it was a preemptive method of removing it. And
but you gotta now she has to do the food thing, right?
Yeah,
like she has to eat at the same time every day. Types.
Doctor's given her till Christmas to not eat anything spicy or non-vegetarian.
Yeah.
Which is just going to kill her as a Catholic woman. but because she just like cooks for us and looks at us eat food. So she felt really bad in that she feels bad for her having gone for an operation that her husband and me, her son, who were taking care of her, did not have good food to eat. And I'm like, but that's such a motherly thing to worry about. And then she had an episode which was very funny, which I wanted to like build up to this whole thing. Was like my sister and I waiting outside the operation theater, right? And they're like, okay, it's going to be an hour for her because she's diabetic. Yeah. And my mom has not seen me for like around 20 days since I've gone for shoots and before that. Last she seen me on my birthday, and the next thing she'd seen me after being anesthetized and put on the bed to be taken for the surgery. So she sees me, and then like my sister goes down to do the billing and stuff or whatever to preempt for the bill. I'm there going with her to the lift and everything, and she just like starts crying. Just like tears are flowing and all that. And she's under she's still like not fully conscious, right? So anyways, my mom's kind of under at that point, and she goes into the surgery thing, and then they're like, we've not started yet because her pressure is very high. And there was a Christian nurse in there who was talking to her like in the Christianly manner. I don't know. She was Mallu and my mom was Mangalorean. I don't know what communication they had, but she came and told my sister that ki beta hai na unko dukh ho raha hai. And I'm like, what did I do? Like I just I showed up. Why is she sad? She's like, not like that. Like she's just like happy that you showed up, but she doesn't know how to process it right now because there's so many drugs in her system. And then
drugs na.
Yeah. Then after like 45 minutes operation ho gaya. Then after 20 minutes of that, we got to see her. She was like still a little like under the drugs and all. So she was like, they were like, okay, after 1 more hour when she's a little more stable, we'll bring her out. Okay. So then my sister and I waited, and this whole period basically meant that my sister and I, who are like like 11 years apart from each other with like entirely different lifestyles,
Yeah.
had to just like have a conversation about different things, which is just like no.
Yeah.
But you have to sometimes, you have to. What is a common ground over here that a mother's sick, right?
And your collected trauma of your childhood.
Exactly. So I'm like, I'm gonna have a chai and then like sneak out, have a smoke and come back, and then use every sanitizer possible to sanitize your mouth and your hands and everything. So your older sister doesn't smell whatever. She might just listen to this, but I don't know. My life, this celebrity life, man. Anyways, so now the last part of the story is left. So then finally, after like 3 hours of having waited outside the operation theater, she comes out, my mom, and she looks at my sister and I, and she says, "What happened? Doctor never came only." She was so out of it that all she thinks was she was taken inside and brought out. No pain, nothing, just like zero consciousness of everything that transpired.
How great is modern medicine, dude?
Exactly, dude. And I would look at the doctor for a second. I'm like, I'm gonna have what she's having.
Yeah. And imagine like this same scenario 100 years ago. Your mom would be given some whiskey and like a fucking bone saw. Auntie Katlo.
Bite on it at the same time. Oh man.
Oh, but parents going to surgery is always like stressful, dude. Like my dad had a tumor and he never told me, dude. He told me the day they removed it. He had a fucking giant ass benign tumor.
Malignant is
benign tumor that was going at his heart.
Oh fuck.
It was eating through the flesh and going to his heart. And he tells me the night before the surgery, ki kal tu free hai kya? I'm like, why would you not tell me? And I think this is the thing, right? Like they constantly feel more and more guilty that their kids have to take time out to take care of them.
Yeah.
Like it must be a very weird feeling, right? Because like it's there in their head, it's like, dude, I used to hold you in my hands. You're not supposed to be the one taking care of me.
Yeah, it was kind of a lot of that because like my mom was very vulnerable after the surgery because then like the drugs eventually wore off and then the pain came and then like they were like, you have to pass urine on your own apparently. Like you at some point you have to get up and go to the toilet. Like first night it was a bedpan situation, but by second day we were like, like it's kind of weird where you have to like take your mom to the bathroom, hold her, and like just like you've always seen her as a stronghold of sorts, and now it's like she's not that, and then immediately you become more stronger by that.
Yeah.
And hence, to answer your question, how I haven't had time to process any of that because it's just been this. There was construction happening at the hospital in the next room. While she's recuperating.
How can that's so stupid.
It's logically just like doesn't make sense in a hospital of all places where we booked like a special ward for her, where we're paying like close to a lakh just for this kind of comfort
and
for our
mother.
mother.
Move her to a bajuka room or some shit?
No, all the rooms were booked out,
Wow.
and then they had this one room and like baju mein, and then the argument is that they are modifying more rooms to make it double bedded so more people can accommodate the AC rooms.
Yeah.
Post COVID, this has been their norm.
Yeah.
So while I empathize with their situation, but then close the entire hospital down, man. I don't care. It's my mom.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care. It's my mother that you're annoying, and me included because I'm watching over her, and I can only imagine that how like drilling and knocking with a hammer something down is not cute after surgery, for example, right?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't listen to me, man. Like, I'm standing outside, I'm being like nice and please, can you stop this? Can you check on this? Or we'll go and ask them. We'll ask the construction workers if they feel like stopping, while your mom is recuperating. So then I threw the biggest fit I'd ever imagined. Like I'm not that, I'll try to sort things out like normal way. But oh my god, I was so pissed that day. And there were doctors talking to like, so this hospital is like one of those Hare Krishna hospitals.
Right.
Like, my immediate guilt with like going to a hospital where this is an okay thing to be, like, in Holy Family or like any of these hospitals where like religion and science mingle, it's just like it's not for me. I'd rather watch Sanjeevani, where there's romance happening and they're fucking on dead bodies. I would have that than this shit, right? So like some like religious priest type guys talking to the doctor and they're ignoring the fact that this is happening. So I looked at him, you're a doctor, you're a medical practitioner, do you think this is okay for a patient? He's like, no, and then he grabbed onto his stethoscope even harder to prove that he's a doctor and he cares, and then they shut it down for like at least a day or two.
Good only.
I was just like, this is not happening. Same thing happened in Delhi, man, in a hotel. Like a hotel room, 12:30 in the night, I'm winding down. Okay, I've seen my last YouTube video. I'm winding down. And it's just like Tuck at 12:30. I called the reception. I'm like, bro, what's happening? It's like, it's not happening in a hotel. I'm like, duh. But like, all the houses in Delhi are like fucking bumped to each other, right? Like, just like, बाजू वाले को बोल ना जाके. They're like कि उनका construction चल रहा है. And I'm like,
रात को 1:30 बजे कैसे चल रहा है?
Dude, from 12:30 to 1, all of the
He's making a secret meth lab.
Yeah, and
that's what's happening. There's no other.
All I'm asking is for you to share some of it instead of just like icing me out, literally. so then it went on like 1:15. It went on when we finally had to just like put headphones in and sleep.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing else you can do.
Just Delhi things. It's like construction has found its way.
I've had many nightmarish. I there's this one point that happens often, like it happens sometimes on tour, where you are still high on the adrenaline and the energy of the day.
Yeah.
And you have to sleep. You have to sleep because next day you have to take the fucking next train or next flight. And it's like you're just like hoping that you can somehow bring yourself to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't happen. And it's like this nightmarish cycle where you're like, oh fuck, abhi 4 ghanta baki hai. Oh fuck, abhi 3 ghanta baki hai.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're like, abhi to nahi hone wala hai.
What is even the point?
Yeah. And then next day Aakash tells me the point. Because everything hurts.
Yeah.
That is the problem with getting older. If you're in your early 20s, enjoy it while it lasts. Because the minute you're crossing 27, 28, everything will hurt. And then you'll be like, why? But why? Because I'm not fit. That's why. But
yeah, just like Abhi and I have like two pillows for our bed. Like 2 each. One is a bigger pillow and one is a smaller pillow. Some people say put a harder pillow and a softer pillow.
Yeah.
We can't afford those kind of luxuries. We just have like 2 pillows that we have over time flattened by sleeping on it. And one of those things like where I'm like every morning I wake up with a crick in my neck. Like this a bit like okay, and I'm like, what's been happening? Then Abhi took a photo last night and showed it to me. It's my fucking cat, dude. Every night she starts over here with my armpit, then crawls away to here, and then by the morning time, because she's so uncomfortable on my fucking shoulder sleeping with all her weight, she goes on the pillow and then pushes me downwards. So I accommodate and I go down. So this part of the scalp is on the pillow. Rest this bitch has taken over. And that's why I wake up with a pain in my neck every morning. And I'm like, Jesus. Like, what have I ever done wrong to this cat? I've only given her comfort. And there are like, if you see my house, like, every possible surface is turned into a cat bed for them. But still.
But she loves you.
She loves me. That's that real, where like, and everywhere I go, I'm carrying your love with me.
Yeah.
I'm carrying your love with me. And that's kind of true. Like, I'll be in a different part of the country and my cat's hair I find. I'll get emotional. And I'm like, ye Jinx ka hai because it's black, or it's quill, it's white, it's brown, it's Evie. It's whatever, the new one. The new cat is whatever only. He's just there. He just ruins my house. And we have like 3 older cats, so at this point we don't give a shit. And this is Ronak Rajani rescued him and I just kind of kept him.
Foster ke naam pe adopt kar liya isne.
Because Abhi was like, you didn't give me a birthday present, so I'm like, okay, keep him, I guess.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Because he's too cute, dude.
But that's a birthday present you're gonna pay for years. Cause like,
let's see, he has those tendencies where he wants to jump out from 15 floors. So, I'll give him a good life until he kind of like gives up.
Yeah, that's what happened with Siddesh.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cats are just dumb like that.
Cats are kind of dumb.
So many of my friends have the same stories. Like window खुला रख गया, वो गया pigeon के पीछे, तो पहुंच गया.
सिद्धेश का तो खिड़की भी नहीं खुला था, bro. Net वेट था balcony में, उसने net फाड़ा पूरा. And then she jumped out.
Yeah.
Like what a planned fucking thing, dude. I can't do much about it. This tour has been nice. I met a lot of fun animals on this tour.
Animals?
Yeah. We drove to Jamnagar first, right? And then on the way to Jamnagar, we took a detour.
Wait, the existence of a Jamnagar suggests there's a Butternagar somewhere in Gujarat. Sorry.
All of Gujarat is Butternagar, bro.
That's true. Yeah, it's a tweet.
So there's this place called Lothal,
wow.
Which is like a Harappan Valley civilization site, okay? And it's like an ancient, whatever the...
remains.
Yeah, and the Harappan civilization, they were there and then one day they just fucked off.
You think I don't know Harappa and Mohenjo-daro?
and it's more for the listeners.
Yeah.
But the 2 places, and we don't know where they went. Some people think they all died. Some people think they all left.
Some people think they're all extras in
Brahmastra.
Ashutosh Gowarikar is Mohenjo-daro.
So we went to Lothal, and this is a common theme you'll find in a lot of central government controlled museums right now, where all of them are under renovation and have been for the last 3 years.
Yeah, because they can't match with the construction.
No, because the funds have never been released only. So they've been shut for renovation, but renovation has not started in most places. So we went to the site, the actual site. Saw everything, maja aaya, ye wo. The number of animals I've seen made me happy and sad. Because I should not get this excited when I see a mongoose. It should not be such a rare occurrence living in this subcontinent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw a turtle. I saw this thing. I saw lots of very human-friendly squirrels and all. I saw a monitor lizard.
Wow.
I was just like, fuck it. And I'm tripping. I'm driving. I've been driving for a while on bad roads. And she was like, what happened to you? And I'm like,
Existence of a monitor lizard. sorry.
But such joy, dude. Such joy. Like, I was just wow. Koi bhi janwar dikha do chalega.
It's so nice, no?
I see bakris and I get damn. Dude, the buffaloes I've seen on this trip. My God. I love a good buffalo. Okay. I don't know if you know this about me.
I love buffaloes.
I love a good They are beautiful, majestic creatures.
Their curvature is so like, like very Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, and the horns going around like full fashion.
Yeah, and then the way they don't care about the shit on their ass.
Oh man.
It's just a cake of like layers of just like and I don't know, people might not know this about me, but I love the smell of cow dung. Or just like the whole cattle dung aroma. It's amazing. They eat grass. They eat grass and they smoke weed. No, they eat grass and then they poop grass.
Yeah.
And it's like nice little sweet smelling.
Semi-petrichor wala feel wala
As a
smell.
child, like when I used to go to Mangalore, my grandpa used to like have. He was a milkmaid.
I'm just imagining a very old Mangalorean man in a skirt.
I don't know what the term is for. What is gender neutral term for milkman?
Milkman.
But we're not a milkman per se. You know what I'm saying?
He was a milker.
R.I.P. grandpa. Oh, yeah, he used to milk cows and buffaloes.
Log ko milkat milta hai tere ko.
Oh shit. And like me as a dumb like 8-year-old or whatever in Mangalore would just go into the cow shed and just chill with them. Like and then I would agitate them because they're not used to me, right? It's like he's not this boy near my tits kind of. So once they try to like fucking, in Konkani they say hantung, which was like just fucking like
just kind of like nudge you
out and with a pointy end. Okay,
yeah.
My grandpa had to come and just like hold him from the thing and like back him up and all that.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I used to enjoy it. I would feed them grass and over time they knew me.
Yeah, you see a good buffalo and in my brain I want to ride that into battle, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, those big ass one, and it's just like they're giving. You know what I mean? They're giving. They're just
what's supposed to be given.
Yeah. They're just sitting there and giving, and you're just taking. Oh, maja aa gaya yaar. Ek mast buffalo pakda do, main khush rahu.
I guess that's why like when the guy who comes to take your life, right, at the end.
Yeah.
What's his name in
Yamraj.
Yeah.
He has. He
I'm
comes
like
on
Grim
a
Reaper, the Hindu Grim Reaper. Who's the mythical?
I'm glad you didn't say the Grim Reaper comes on a buffalo.
That'd be a whole different vibe. No, like sky buffalo. Oh fuck. We have to marry these cultures. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's interesting, yeah. Like I feel like the whole this whole tour is a story,
but
right?
Did you realize you like soldiers and buffaloes? You like buffalo soldiers. Walking in the thing. We'll take a short break and come back in the next half of Varta Lab. See you soon.
Captain America.
My grandpa was a milkmaid. Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts network. On What the Hell Navya, her mom Shweta, and grandmother Jaya Bachchan dropped some hot takes on love and also dish out some advice for youngsters. On All Things Policy, the Takshashila hosts welcome Sachin Kalbag. They talk about the experience of running newsrooms, the importance of media freedom, their business models, and more. On The Wire Talks, Siddharth talks to Dr. Valli Arunachalam, daughter of M.V. Murugappan. She speaks about her battle against gender discrimination and the fight within the family for the control of the Murugan group. And on Pop Rap, Snehil Abbas and Nikhil talk about actors who fell victim to being typecast. Check out the episode on the IVM Pop channel. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcast.com. We have some exciting stuff for you. Also, do follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Do remember to spread the word about the shows you're listening to. It would be great if you can rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. You can also check out all our shows on YouTube. Wishing you a very happy Diwali. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week. Bumble, Heads Up Patels, Kotak Privy League Program, and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thanks for making this possible.
Welcome to Varta Lab's second half.
Hey.
On this solo journey, isolated from guests.
Oh, I'm tired. Touring is very tiring, Navin.
It is.
And with time, it gets more tiring. This time Shubha was with me. It's very different logistics when your wife comes with you on a tour. Because I've never had a wife before this. So it's like, account for 2 people getting ready and all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like today morning, I think that's why we almost missed the train. Because in my head, it's like if I have to leave the hotel by 7:45, I can wake up at 7:15, take a shit, wash my face, brush my teeth, have a smoke and bounce. But then when 2 people have to take a shit.
For sure.
Yeah, and you can't even do that double-decker thing.
Yeah. Or side system. The human centipede of shitting. Just...
Like, I knew I love my wife, but when we started eating each other's shit, that's when...
Yeah, literally like before coming for this recording, I had to take a dump and Abhi was like, I'm having diarrhea. So I'm like, okay, then I'm going to use the toilet. You can diarrhea in the bathroom. And just like, pour a bucket of water after you, I guess. Yeah, there's some things that you have to like learn as couples.
But it's been very hectic. Like, I didn't even realize where the time went because I got the marriage happened and then we went for honeymoon. We came back from honeymoon. And then we got, then immediately the tour started, dude. And in the middle, I had like a 1 week where I had to go to my in-laws' house, which is a great experience, by the way, because they really like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they like you or they like you?
No, like it's like, dude, like you're the best. You know what I mean? Like how in my house, she was the best because like she married this humpakol. You know what I mean? And in her house, it's like the opposite, right? And it's so much fun, dude. Like my I can drink with my father-in-law and all.
Nice.
It's damn fun.
You're the man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of venerance for them.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
My father-in-law is what I feel I will become one day. Because like he's made the most of what he has. Like he has one balcony running through the house and he's turned that balcony outside his room into like a alcove, like into like this spiritual, peaceful, he's made a lot of plants and
Zen garden.
LED lights he's gotten.
Okay, I see
and then he got a speaker, a Chinese speaker with an LED in it.
Nice.
So then he sits there. And then that day we were drinking and I was playing music, I've gotten a taste of what he enjoys. He likes instrumental music and he likes Kenny G a lot.
Nice.
And he likes Chinese instrumental music.
So you must watch a lot of wedding videos. I realize.
Oh man.
They have lights and Kenny G.
But I guess so much fun. And then the tour started and touring is very hectic. I think what makes it more hectic is the fact that I still think I'm 24.
Yeah.
Like I don't have it in me to do this 3 घंटा सो के उठ के फिर वो चेयर कार में कैसे भी टेढ़ा मड़ के सो जाओ and all that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, man. Like now when I get the comfort of taking flights everywhere, for example, and I've taken way too many of those over the last few months, just to the point where you're just like, ugh. Like if an airport does something little bit out of the ordinary, I'm like, ugh.
I completely relate, dude. It's like, and you know what annoys me the most about airports is the people in the airports. Because most of those people, they're there for work. And you can tell.
Yeah.
Because they do the thing that they need to do and they get to the flight. Those motherfuckers on vacation, those guys will fuck you up. They will ruin your day.
Yeah, they're just there. For example, like in Manipur only at Imphal Airport, like they have 4 conveyor belts running, but 1 security point. Okay, and that's across genders. Like the ladies can go in that little thing and men are going like this. But everybody's just like, and the baskets are coming at a very slow rate. Okay, so like now there's a fight for baskets. And everything has to go in baskets. So now I'm just like, I stood in line patiently with this whole chaos. Like people are like full fish market vibes happening. And I try my best to like get to the front logistically, nicely, quietly, and then grab a basket. This one man comes from behind me, grabs the basket and fucking hits me in the face while taking it back.
Nice.
Just because he wants to take it faster than me. And I'm like, what have you achieved?
And
now we're going to stand in the same line.
Yeah. And the worst is when they're nowhere close to the fucking point where they need a basket.
Exactly.
And they're hoarding baskets.
Their pants are still held by their belt.
Yeah.
Their shoes are still on.
Yeah.
And they have those kind of shoes only that need to be scanned.
And they never take them off.
Yep.
They never take them off.
They send back again. They forgot a boarding pass in their back side.
They forgot the sikka inside the pocket. They left their wallet inside. They thought it's okay to wear a smartwatch.
Yeah.
You, I'm talking about you. Improve yourself or you will be the reason I go off the handle one day at the airport and kill you.
There'll be a massacre on the airport.
Yeah.
They'll name me after the airport. No, the airport after me, sorry.
Name me after the airport.
Navin International
What's
Airport.
your favorite airport?
In India? I would say Bangalore's good.
Yeah.
Even though it's far away,
Yeah.
but it's just like they have made little oasis over there.
Yeah.
So you just get out, there's booze,
Yeah.
there's food, there's everything Bangalore is known for.
Yeah.
Fruits, sweets, everything is there.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's very like what I was saying about the equidistant, the equilibrium of having a belt that corresponds to a security point, right? Like it's fast, the things are there. One of the first few airports to have that automatic basket system also.
Yeah.
So I know that even though if I check in at like 12, I'm getting to my flight which is at 1 aram se, because everything is like smoothened out from that point on. And generally I think even the CISF people over there are not assholes.
Yeah.
Like in Delhi, like they'll make me take my mask off, take my clothes off to just verify it's me, and I'm like, it's me, bro. Why would I pay so much money to come and lie to you? Just like let me go and fly. At the worst point, and those are the airports where like at T3, for example, there's a massive like departure thing, but it's always packed. How is it always packed, dude?
Yeah.
Like how did you become an international airport? At what rate did you think that people will enter? And if your entry people are just being, because now there's a barcode scanner for you to. Exactly, the need for a barcode scanner was that I have a ticket, which means that I get entry based on this ticket which has a barcode. So if I scan it, I enter, which means it's me.
Yeah.
Unless I've killed a person, taken their phone, the identity and everything, it's me.
Yeah.
Then why do you need one more guy to verify that same thing, which is holding up the line? Use your brains, people in Delhi.
And the minute you leave this country and go to another country like Dubai, right?
Dubai.
And like the first time I remember I was an adult, went to Dubai for, I think I went for work only, obviously. And fucking I'm going there and I have my board pass and my passport and all the things and all that, and I'm like, who do I show it to? Nobody's seeing it.
There's nobody there.
Yeah, there's nobody there. Then I went to security guy, I said, aren't you going to check? They're like, why would I check? Like, just fucking go now. Then you get to the security, you're taking off shit, you're removing this, that. They're like, dude, no, just fucking put it through.
Yeah,
just simple thing. Why would you pat someone? They have a metal detector. If it detects metal, if it does not beep when I walk through it, why do you still need to run that fucking stick up my ass?
Your cavity is safe.
Yeah, fucking ये सब scam है.
बहुत टाइम पास करने का इन लोगों को क्या मजा आता है इन लोगों को, dude. Like, and same at the Imphal airport, I was treated like a mainlander and I felt a reverse racism because my umbrella also went to the scanner and then it was just lying over there and I'm like, can somebody please? And they looked at me and none of the Manipuri guards were like, we don't give it to you. You fucking stand over there. And then some Delhi guy came and gave it to me. It's like, you feel it now. We do this to them and they just back to us.
Wow.
It was nice in a way. But like coming back to the airport conversation, the reason I'm saying it, like, becomes just like you're used to it, just like going to the grind, and somehow thankfully like the production has gotten an understanding not to book me in middle seats, because I'm just like, come on man, like,
basic.
itna to hard work kiya maine to not be there. And so all of this happened. But now when I think about it, the older days where like I was in a bus for 10 hours sleeping like this on a reclining seat that just goes like some inches behind you, okay? And now, and that was like for hours and hours I was okay with that. I arrived fresh, I'm like, yes, now how many more activities shall we do? And now I get out of an airport which is a 2-hour flight or whatever. I'm like, which is the nearest bed, man? Like, where can I go and lounge about?
I swear. I still remember going to Bangalore because my ex was sick and I had just like I had to go and I couldn't afford a flight, so I took a bus. 17 and a half hours it said. That's what it said. It took 21 hours to get there. Okay, and it stopped everywhere for any reason whatsoever. They didn't give a fuck where they were stopping and what stops they were taking, and I thought it was a illegal drug bus because random fucking on the highway, nothing for miles, not even a highway stop. The guy is stopping and delivering packages. So it must be some shit, right?
Yeah.
And I remember just like my whole body was hurting and this and that, and now like, you remember that Amit Tandon tweet? Amit Tandon has this great tweet. He says, you've grown and all when you look forward to the you go from taking the shampoo in the 5-star hotel to bringing your own shampoo to the 5-star hotel. You know what I mean? Like, and I now start slowly sort of feeling that when I used to take the buses and all everywhere, my packing routine was very different. I would have a small pillow, I would have an extra towel because I know कि उधर रेलवे स्टेशन पे हाथ मुंह धो के थोड़ा फ्रेश होने का है.
Correct, yeah.
अभी ये सब चीज में लेके आता है पर इसका कोई जरूरत नहीं है. You know what I mean? It's like a tailbone.
Yeah.
I don't really need it for anything. I just happen to still carry it. This time, I have one of those quick dry towels. This time in Baroda. And throughout this tour also, I've been like, ये use ही नहीं हो रहा है, मैं क्यों लेके आ रहा है. Every time it's just habit.
How does it dry quickly?
It's made of microfiber cloth. I guess that's what
Okay.
helps it dry quickly.
Nice.
Yeah. And Decathlon has them. They're very nice. So
Nice.
get the thing. And this time in Baroda, they didn't have towels.
In the hotel,
The hotel did not have towels.
a 5-star hotel,
Like a nice 3-star business
a hotel. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's a
just
hotel,
generally
dude.
hotels should have towels.
Yeah. So we called up and we said there are no towels. They said no, there are towels. First they said there are towels, and I was like, "मैं चूतिया है क्या? मेरे को दिखता नहीं है क्या? Oh, there's no. I know there's not. I can't. There's no way to prove
Hmm.
to you over a phone that there's no towel here, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, if you wanna come up and check my room. There are no towels. They're like, actually है ना sir, वो laundry से towel ही नहीं आया आज.
Correct.
So there are no towels in the whole hotel, and there will be no towels for another day.
Yeah.
And I was like, then why am I paying money? But then my towel came in handy.
They were like, get your own towel, and you're like, oh, yeah,
Finally.
with
I
microfibers.
took a bath. I put it to dry. Shubho took a bath. By the time she finished, it was dry.
Wow.
Boom.
With a bath only, you're guessing.
Huh? Yeah.
Like, cool.
Yeah. It's also fun to see, like because it's like I know each city has its own tempo. So I know where to argue with the guy and where to let it go.
Yeah.
She doesn't get it yet. Today morning we're getting late for the thing. The rickshaw wala randomly just stops and starts talking to some dude. And she's screaming, "Bhaiya, please, bhaiya, please." I'm like, "नहीं, इधर नहीं है ये सब."
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about time.
Yeah.
Here they're like, "You are late. You should have left early. Not my problem."
Yeah.
मेरे को बात करने का है उसके
You
साथ.
found me.
And the guy is talking to the guy, and I'm like, just talk to him later. Mobile number. Talks, and then he's like, अच्छा चल तेरे को बाद में कॉल ही कर देता हूँ. I'm like, what the fuck? You have mobile phones, guys? क्या है ये behavior? You're such a balanced dude. Every time I go on tour, my thing is, I when I'm at home, I eat एकदम safe, एकदम साफ. When I'm on tour, I want to eat the things that I eat there when I eat them.
Yeah.
It's also part of routine. It also helps with anxiety, right? But to Shubho, it's like, ये तो सिर्फ junk खाता है हर जगह पे. But it's like, it's not just the junk element. It's also the fact that it's like शो खत्म हुआ, फिर जाके यहाँ जाके ये खाया, तो फिर मेरा नींद भी मस्त आएगा. मेरे को पता है कि ये चीज मस्त रहता है ये टाइम पे.
All that will change, I'm telling you.
It will
Even
change,
in the
no?
next 3-4 years, everything is going to be like show के बाद भी salad खाना पड़ेगा, you know, so I can like shit nicely next morning. Maybe it's just a me issue, I don't know.
No, I get you. My whole stomach thing has been bad. I got sick right before the tour,
Yeah.
and the doctor gave me this antibacterial. What is it called?
Probiotic.
Antibiotic. No, antibiotic he gave me.
I have a probiotic for
And he
for
just
eating, yeah.
destroyed my entire stomach, and it's just not recovered yet. So I'm hoping this week is the week where it gets better.
You know, that's what gays say when they get a big cock. It's like he destroyed my insides, and now it's not been the same. I have not been feeling the same,
Yeah.
walking the same.
एक ऑगमेंटिन नाम का लौड़ा
I know, I'm augmenting. Yeah.
मेरे अंदर 5 दिन के लिए ट्वाइस अ डे गया और
Yeah.
तबाह कर दिया उसने मुझे.
Oh shit, man! Some of those gay pornos out there,
Yeah.
I don't know how they ever recuperate after
Yeah.
that. It's just like, you know, like I didn't know what like the rosebud system was until
What's
like
the rosebud
oh,
system?
you don't know what rosebud is.
Tell me.
You don't know what Spanish? Rishikesh
Cross my
knows.
legs.
Abhay, nobody knows what rosebud is.
Abhay, you are the worldly person. You should know all
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, but this is like pretty NSFW if you're listening to it with your family. Why?
Why are you
First of
listening
all,
to this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like when like a group scene happens
Okay.
and then everybody's kind of taking turns.
Right.
After a while, it becomes a little too wide. So then they turn it inside out. A prolapsed anus is called a rosebud. I want to turn the mic to the entire room. So everybody can...
बाहर आ जाता है.
गान बाहर नहीं आ जाता है. It's just like how do like just look at a prolapsed anus afterwards.
No.
Just Google it on incognito mode something.
If my asshole could talk right now, it would not because
will
it's
keep
so tight.
Yeah, it's puckered up like a buttercup. I know.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that another thing?
No. in a way it is. In a way it is because then like when you're going into something that loose,
Yeah.
then you have to like pucker up to get that feeling of the first time.
Here's what's interesting to me.
Sorry.
I assumed if it's a group scene, then more than one guy is getting it in the butt.
No. Usually it's just like one passed around.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the fetish. That's like a bukkake.
I get you. I get you. I get you. In Baroda, there was some random joke I made about stepbrother, stepsister porn. And like everybody in the audience laughed a very knowing laugh. and I did not expect it to work. So
Yeah.
I was just like, ek sec. And I literally, I have the recording. There's a moment you can hear me go, hey, did you just laugh at that shit?
Yeah.
Did all of you just laugh at? तुम लोग सब देख रहे हैं, and they just all start clapping.
Yeah, the normal laugh is like ha 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 ha. Annoying laugh is like ha ha ha. Yeah.
It's like what I realized is that Pornhub is systematically suggesting step sibling porn to people.
In Gujarat.
Yeah, I think it's after Game of Thrones.
Correct.
I genuinely think Game of Thrones has been a big impetus to this.
Yeah. Like now when I'm watching House of the Dragon,
Yeah.
like there's a scene where like an uncle and niece start making out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like watching like, yeah, matter of fact, like, yeah, whatever.
This is what happened. I was
It's
watching
so
it with
weird.
Shubho. Shubho is just like acting like this is happening. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but
Yeah.
you know?
They're like, Surakshit Safed Mere Bal.
Yeah.
They're just like worried about Vasmol.
But like now I'm an uncle, dude. I can't watch that the same, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's kind of, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause,
not
like,
okay.
I think of my little nephew, you know, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't want him to rosebud him at any point. I'm sorry. Game of
You
Thrones
know,
started it. I'm just
my
like,
nephew started going to school. So
you're
adorable.
still talking about a nephew after all this. It's
But
crazy.
he's so cute. I don't know what to do. And he started going to school, and my bhabhi, like they have a school app. Okay, this is Seattle, so obviously there's an app.
Yeah.
So they have a school app, and they
On which
get
they cannot do gun shootings.
and then they on the app all through the day, the teachers have to post constantly photos and videos.
to prove that they're alive.
कि क्या हो रहा है?
Zinda hai ye.
So I've been watching, and like my brother told me, it's expensive school and all this and that. You know how it is. I'm looking at the photos, dude. And suddenly I had this realization. ये लड़का सियाटल में पढ़ रहा है. एक भी गोरा बच्चा क्यों नहीं है इस क्लास में? So
We've taken over education.
I was like, hey, तुम लोग सच्ची में सियाटल हो कि नहीं हो? Firstly.
Yeah.
Then I messaged. I said, Aditya, I think the amount of fees you're paying, there have to be at least 3 white kids
Yeah.
in this class. And my
Yeah.
brother is like, नहीं वही गोली मारते आगे जाके.
वही उनको नहीं मिलता एडमिशन बट में होम स्कूल करते हैं उनको बट में लोग खाते अपने माँ बाप का ड्रग्स वैल्यूम
So
पम्प्ड अप किक्स
yeah. But apparently the reason why there are no white kids in that class is because or rather there's only one white kid in that class. God bless that white kid. But it's because they teach Sanskrit in the school.
Nice.
My nephew is
Travel
learning
all the way from India to
Seattle,
Seattle. Yeah.
and is learning Sanskrit, which I think is kind of cool because I never learned Sanskrit.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't. Were you in CBSE? No, na?
No, I wasn't
That was a
necessary.
state board, na?
Yeah, yeah.
So then you know exactly what I mean.
We're
It's
Marathi
stupid.
kids.
Oh, boom.
There's no like
Full
no-
body ma.
full wedding. Oh, that was the best. I told you that story na, on the podcast. I was like, oh shit. Habak Maza Gulab. For context, listen to any of the shows. I don't know where it was said.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right?
In
Like
fact, you can find that episode and send it in to us, and we will be able.
we
to.
will be, yeah.
we'll be
Also, what we're
happy.
doing now onwards,
Yeah.
because we were very impressed by the rat.
The
Dahlia,
rat, guys. The rat was too good.
Picasso.
guys.
No, Picasso nahi. Apna, Van Gogh style.
Van Gogh style of rat stealing Momo.
Yeah, that was very much inspired,
Yeah.
and more stuff like that. Send stories to us. Today we spoke about
Yeah, if you
incest.
have access to this AI stuff,
if you have any incest stories,
if you can make a buffalo that you can ride into battle, that we
Grim
can,
Reaper on the buffalo.
Oh yeah,
Make it happen.
boom.
Send us your art, the Grim Reaper on the buffalo.
Oh
and
man, that would be great.
the best art gets to come and meet us in person. How about that?
Yeah, I don't mind, man. I'm
Yeah.
on tour also. So unless you live in some godforsaken, I mean, I won't call the place godforsaken, but you godforsaken.
Yeah. You can meet us virtually also, whatever.
Very happy to do this.
God
This was
forsaken
great.
you, that's why Grim Reaper came.
But on this tour, it's been so nice. So many Varta Lab fans have been coming to shows, and
That's for sure.
it's been great.
Varta
And-
Lab fans are the OGs. I've been stopped at the airports, at
Yeah.
like random places in Delhi, like
Yeah.
in Hampi, in a restaurant, somebody knew us. Okay, and it's just
Wow.
like, man, like, because they watch a comedy and then they get why
Yeah.
extension of Varta Lab. Varta Lab is an extension of us, essentially. And thanks a lot for being
Yeah.
such wonderful people, friends.
And like I feel very nice and grateful when somebody recognizes me from the comedy. But when somebody says Varta Lab, no, I just feel like, oh,
you're the OGs.
Yeah,
you're
like,
the OGs.
oh man, it's like कोई मेरे बच्चे का friend मिला मेरे को.
पर उसको छोड़ने का नहीं मेरे बच्चे को छोड़ने का नहीं okay cool. I think that's it for us on this episode.
I think we've laughed. Remember, as Navin has so succinctly put it, बच्चे को चोदने का नहीं. That's the one takeaway from today's.
सुना कि नहीं जेफरी डामर I'm watching that show right now. It's kind of they make you want to care for Jeffrey Dahmer, man.
Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?
Arey, he was that guy who killed a lot of gay men.
Oh yeah.
उनको
That
poison करने का,
the
काटने का.
senator.
Cannibal. No, he was a full like psychopath.
Oh.
No senator. That was Jeffrey. Who's that who killed himself?
Yeah. Huh?
Epstein.
No.
Then?
First of all, let's clarify this.
Which Jeffrey is
Epstein
this?
was fucking murdered.
Yeah,
don't,
for
don't
sure.
For a second think he's killed himself.
That's the hashtag. No,
Yeah.
Jeffrey killed
Yeah.
himself. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
No. There was a senator who was secretly gay and killed a lot of people.
That's also a move. Yeah, that was.
There was a guy.
What's his name? I kind of find him hot.
You know what? Just send it in or make artwork of Grim Reaper on a buffalo getting that guy.
Yeah. Booth? Milks? Harvey Milk Booth?
Harvey Milk was a different guy.
I'm thinking of
That was Sean Penn.
It'll come to me.
No, White Knight Riots wala.
Correct. That I remember, yeah. Where he got shot in the hand and then the face.
Yeah. The white guy, that guy killed him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome. So much for rioting, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this solo endeavor,
let us know because we'd like to do this more. We don't get to talk only otherwise about random buffaloes. It's very important to do. You know?
Yeah. We call something a buffalo, then the guest mom gets offended. We don't want that.
See you.